Welcome loves to my YouTube channel. My name is VassaOlga. In today's video, we're going to be fixing Gigi Hadid's makeup look. I guess this makeup look that you're going to be witnessing on the screen is from some photo shoot for a magazine. I guess she was coming back from work and maybe she was modeling somewhere and a designer required this really artistic makeup look. Depending on, I have no idea, but we're going to be fixing this. We're going to create a wearable option that you can see right now. If you're interested in how I got this makeup look instead of this, please keep on watching. Real quick, let's do hydration off camera. AHA toner, Nivea aftershave lotion, lebelage sun cream, and it's optional MAC prep and prime, just if you need some extra hydration. According to the photo, she has a glowy and dewy foundation. If you really want to get the same results, go with a tinted hydrator Wet n Wild. This is pretty dewy foundation, but I'm going to use some leftovers of HD liquid coverage foundation. So I determined to use the last drop and get rid of the product. I'm using my foundation brush. On top, I'm going with my damp beauty blender. By the way, I'm going to be showing my regular makeup routine, but I feel like Gigi has some bronzer, but it's not enough bronzer to work with, and I would probably do my regular routine, the one that I do every single time. So I don't really want to stop and show you everything in detail because I do this every single video. We're just real quick gonna go over some products. Pro Contour Shade Stick from Makeup Revolution, and I have my brush, getting a little bit of the product on. And that's it. I'm not touching my nose area, not my forehead, only this part of my face. And then finally, concealer. This is Sephora Best Skin Ever Concealer for my forehead, nose a little bit, chin on the sides. But for the under eye area, I'm going with Pro.conceal HD.high-definition L.A.Girl. And with a flat brush, making sure that the product is in place. And let's go over it with a beauty blender to make sure that everything is smooth and well blended. With my finger, I'm blending out concealer underneath my eyes. I have my Catrice All Matte Shine Control Powder. This is Banana Shade. And with my big and fluffy brush, I am using the product on top of the face. Now we're going to move forward with other powders. And I'm going to be going with my Art-visage. This is Eclipse Sculptor. And this is basically a contour shade. I'm going to be going with this color on top of my bronzer. So I'm mixing bronzer and contour this way. It's not too warm, it's not too cold, and I love the combination. Another really cool technique that I do, I have my brush and the same sculptor, and then I'm going to be doing my nose contour really close to my nose bridge. And I'm not doing this with the bronzer, it's just only sculptor, and that's it. I don't bring the color too wide on the sides, I'm just focusing this really close to my nose bridge. And finally, I have my bronzer. This is e.l.f. Contour Palette, mixing two different shades, soft, almost beige color with a warm color. Tapping this off a little bit in the back of the hand because it might be too much, and gently bringing the color over my forehead. And of course, the tip of the nose is going to be with a little bit of bronzer. I have really cool blush from Beige Cosmetics. This palette is super old, but if you can find any of their blushes in your collection, just go ahead and use them. I have these two bright shades. Just gonna dip 2 times, tap it off with the back of the hand, and then just bring this on top of my contour. These blushes are super pigmented. I have 2 different options for you guys. I have Cool Tone Blue Shimmers Highlighter from MUA Makeup Academy, and the second one is some silver and maybe gold and a mix of everything. And I, of course, shattered both of these highlighters, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to be going with my highlighter brush and this beautiful highlighter from MUA Makeup Academy just because I really love it and it looks beautiful. I'm going to spritz my face with a Catrice Ultra Last Fix and Spray. Use my beauty blender on top. This is my Wet n Wild color Rainbow Rose, and I will use it as a blush because I have beautiful blushes from Makeup Revolution contour palette, but I'm almost out of them. I hit the pen a couple of weeks ago and I love it so much that I really want to get this on whenever I go out and look flawless and pretty. But for now, I can't find this Makeup Revolution contour palette and I'm still not out of most of the colors. So I need to find a substitution before I go and repurchase this product. For now, I'm using my lipsticks. I'm going to go with some color and mixing my moisturizer with this shade. I'm just using my beauty blender. Finally, on top, I'm going with the same highlighter while this blush is still wet. The reflection is crazy. Look at that. It's so much prettier this way. I'm gonna prime my lid with NYX eye primer. I always prime my lid. By the way, I'm using Morphe James Charles Special palette. And with Morphe palettes, you need a good primer. I'm gonna set my lid with soft yellow color. I always set my lid before I use any eye pencils. This way, they're not creasing extremely fast. Black eye pencil on top. I want to create a background for purple. You can skip this step or use dark brown shade. On top, I'm going with a finger and blending out eye pencil. Now let's talk about primary colors. It's going to be definitely purple for my lower lid. I was thinking of a little bit of black to tone down, but you know, I have black eye pencil underneath, so let's go straight to this shade, dark purple. And I don't really want to do this all over inner corner and up to the brow bone. I guess it's going to be too much. That is the main reason why we're going to start small from my lash line. Maybe bring this to the opening of the eye, lower than the crease. And then we're going to be playing with a little bit different shade. This is purple, but it's a little bit softer and it's a little bit brighter color. And then of course on top, I'm going to be going with the soft pink and maybe a little bit of the soft yellow. Or I'm going to be mixing the soft yellow with this hot orange together, and we're going to kind of divide a little bit of yellow, a little bit of pink, because she has it, but on top of the brow. I don't want to go further than the brow. I really want to keep it lower, definitely lower than the actual brow. Let's use this short brush first. Grab, tap off, and then go on top. I need something to cover my under eye area because, well, it's purple. I don't want to repeat my TikTok trend video. We're learning from the mistakes. And start from the bottom of my eye, really close to the lash line. Now let's carry on with a little bit different color, the one that we discussed earlier, the purple. And go on top, but it's just a combination of the previous shade and a new one. We're kind of like marrying these two colors together and stepping them on top of each other. You can tell I'm not going higher than the crease. I'm keeping the shades lower than the actual crease. Let's go over with the same purple, brighter purple on top. With the yellow color, I'm going to be going in the inner corner. Let's start with yellow. I'm going to mix these two colors together and grab a little bit bigger brush, but nothing extreme because I don't want to do something crazy in the inner corner. So just use some circular motions in the inner corner over the crease, even higher than the crease, a little bit higher than the crease. Let's work with a little bit different brush. This one, I guess. It's not really big. And I want to do a mix of these two. But if you get too much bright pink, focus on the soft pink. We're going over my previous shade first, like that. Definitely used enough this vibrant pink. And I'm going back to some leftovers of my purple and just going over with leftovers. I'm not going with more color, it's mainly leftovers. I'm gonna do the same thing for my lower lid, but in the middle of my lower lid, I'm gonna leave the space for some shimmers. We're gonna get started with black eye pencil. With leftovers, I'm going on top with dark purple, and then a little bit in the inner corner, the same purple. And then with my small brush, and probably soft pink. I guess pink is probably the easiest color to work with whenever you have some crazy mess with purple. Just blend out anything that is looking bulky and crazy. This is blue shimmers, and I'm going to scrape off a little bit of color from the palette. Add my, this is Cosmea, but any makeup remover you have. I want to create a thick line. And then we're going to do the same shimmers in the middle of my lower lid. And of course, same color in the inner corner. But I don't want to do anything crazy, like super messy. I have my Makeup Forever eyeliner. I'm going to add a little bit of black just to emphasize the blue shimmers. The inner corner. So I'm going to be going with the same liquid Wet n Wild Rebel Rose color that we used as my blush today. Now we're going with my ultra long lasting Paris Cosmetics lip pencil. With my lip brush, we're blending out the harsh line. And this is, well, honestly, I don't even know what is the brand. It's called Rouge Désir, I guess. And it is super, super soft pink color whenever you apply this over lips. I mean, it does look a little bit pigmented, but whenever you put this on, it's actually a really different color, soft pink. Okay, guys, and this is the final result. I feel like it's really, really pretty for some certain occasions. It's not an everyday makeup look. Well, you know, I can wear it every day. It doesn't really matter. I am not afraid to experiment. I'm not afraid to go out in bright and crazy makeup looks, and I don't really care if people are watching me. And that is really pretty. I love that we toned everything down, that we didn't bring the color higher than the brow, and you know, diffused it everywhere, and it's not super messy. It's kind of like really structured in a way, like it's really well blended. It has a little bit of darkness that I was missing in my opinion. That was too much bright colors, and there wasn't a ground color that would tone everything down. But overall look is super, super pretty. I am so happy that I did this Fix My Makeup look. Again, that is a suggestion. If you really love Gigi's makeup look, you can wear Gigi's makeup look. This is my interpretation, how I would have changed her makeup look a little bit and created a little bit more wearable. My version, my option, I'm not insistent. Love you all guys so much, and I hope I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.